Hello everyone and welcome to Resident Evil 4, also known as the game that everyone loves more than anything else in the world. So, you won't be able to see it, but the resolution's shitty for me, so funsies. Other than that, oops, not load. Yes, I would like to cancel the load. Sounds funnier. So new game, normal.
Resident Evil 4.
Indeed, it is a very Resident Evil 4 kind of game.
1998. I'll
I
never
gotta turn this
forget
up a
it.
little bit more.
It was the year when those grisly murders occurred in the
So,
Airplane Mountains.
the story at this point is
Soon
basically
after, news was
just
out to the whole
hoop-de-doo.
world, revealing that it was the
You know,
fault of a
Resident Evil
secret
3
viral
happens,
experiment
Umbrella
conducted
Corp.
by the International
Umbrella Corporation has
Pharmaceutical
kind of been
Enterprise,
like, you know, on the backseat, because now they've kind of been
The
outed
virus
for
broke out
doing,
in
you know,
nearby
this
mountain
terrible thing with the
community, Raccoon
zombies.
City. Hit the peaceful little town.
So they've taken a step
The
back,
devastating
basically,
blow crippled
and
its
are
very
just trying to
foundation.
save face. And then Leon
Not
and
taking
Claire
any
go and do
chances,
their own things.
the
Claire
President
is
of the
obviously
United
doing
States ordered a contingency plan
Code
to
Veronica,
sterilize
while
Raccoon
Leon is
City.
doing this, and this is also one of the biggest
With the whole affair
changes
gone public,
in the
the
theming
United
of
States
Resident
government
Evil
issued
ever,
an indefinite suspension of
because
business
with
decree
this
to
game
Umbrella.
they really started
Soon it
to
stopped
go into
prices
a
crashed,
action-packed
and for all intents and
kind
purposes,
of game.
Umbrella
Instead of it being
was
really
finished.
about, you know, survival horror. It still has a lot of those survival horror elements to it. However, the real charm and the real love that people have for this game is all about just the fact that
6 years have
it's
passed since that
quippy
horrendous
dialogue
incident.
with a lot of like funny action alongside the horror, where it feels not so much like a horror movie,
I
but
received
more
special
so
training via a secret
an action
organization working
thriller.
under the direct
I think is the
control of
real
president.
thing that people love about this
I
game.
was to assume the responsibility of protecting the new president's
God.
family.
Screen shake, Jesus Christ.
Why am I the one who always gets the short end of the stick?
Looks so much better on my laptop recording than it does on my TV recording. But
Long way from home, cowboy.
yeah, it's very interesting what they did
That's a local way of
immediately with
breaking the
Leon's
ice.
character,
Anyway,
where
you know
before
what
he
this
was a
is all
super
about.
sympathetic,
My assignment is to
caring
search for
guy
the president's missing
who
daughter.
just wanted to do good and help as many people as he can. He's now this
Wished he'd just tell them all so we
wisecracking,
could sing Kumbaya together at some Boy Scout
womanizer-esque
bonfire.
character where like he doesn't get any of the
Maybe he
women,
did.
but he does always like flirt with women.
You
Um,
It's a
And it's
direct
just this
order from
constant
Chief
thing
himself.
where it's just like,
I tell you, it's no
you know, there would be like jokes where it's like,
Counting on you guys.
damn women, am I right? And it's just like, what happened to the old Leon? And I feel like you can really easily see this change. Like when we do get to Resident Evil 6, you'll easily see that kind of deterioration of his character where he's just a
It was
loser,
right before
kind
I
of
was
like a
to take on
bum.
my duties of protecting the
Kind
president's
of
daughter
character
when
where
she
he's
was
no
abducted.
longer anything like what he
That's
used
the
to
ultimate
be.
reason I'm in this
Ah.
lonely and rural part
God
of
damn, that
Europe.
ear texture looks fucking
According to our
horrendous.
intelligence, there's reliable
This is
information
the
about a
PS4
sighting of a
version of the
girl
game,
that
by
looks
the way,
very
guys.
similar to the president's daughter. Apparently, she's
But
being held by
yeah. So
some
the plot of this game is
unidentified
that we're
group.
rescuing the president's daughter, who's
Who
been
would have thought
captured.
that my first job would have been a rescue
And this
mission?
guy's just pissing because he needs to, and he's gonna probably get killed.
It's freezing. So cold all of a sudden.
I like this moment
Must be my imagination.
because it like this moment, other than Leon's super moody goth girl moment, it feels kind of found footagey, which I think is like a really good idea for a Resident Evil game. It would work way better, as we know, with PT, with Silent Hill. However, I feel like Resident Evil does the found footage genre really well. So it's just a thing that, you know, works really well, I feel. Because it's just a natural horror escalation, kind of.
Just up ahead is the village.
I'll go and have a look around.
We'll stay and watch that car. Don't want to get any parking tickets.
Right. Parking tickets.
Good luck.
Like, it's kind of funny.
Jeez. Who are these guys?
Did you say something?
And immediately they're gone. They just disappeared.
Leon, I hope you can hear me. I'm Ingrid Hunnigan. I'll be your support on this mission.
Loud and clear. Somehow I thought you'd be a little older.
Flirting.
So the subject's name's Ashley Graham, right?
That's right. She's the daughter of the president. So try to behave yourself, okay?
Whoever this group is, they sure picked the wrong girl to kidnap.
I'll try to find some more information on my end as well.
Good. Talk to you later. Leon out.
I like how it does. Oh god. Right. They kind of adopt a weird way to play this game. Right. God damn it. This is gonna happen a lot. Okay, so it's confirmed. Okay. And how do I knife? There you go. And then. Oh, that's so weird. This game is. The movement of this game is fucking jank. But welcome to Resident Evil 4. This is a game, I will say, I like the charm of it a lot. It's a very charming game. It has a lot of things to like about it. Like, this moment here encapsulates it kind of well, right? Where you feel like something's off. You don't know what's off, but you just have that feeling where it's like, fuck, there's something weird going on. You can hear this person coughing, and you kind of at unease. And it's kind of like this game's version of the zombie at the start of the game. The only difference is it really throws you in, because the zombie in the first Resident Evil kind of happened 10 minutes into the game, while this one, although it's near 10 minutes into the game, is literally the first thing you do in the game, like physically
I was
controlling.
wondering if you might recognize the girl in this photograph.
¿Qué carajo estás haciendo aquí?
The funny thing
Lárgate, cabrón.
is everything these guys say is perfectly said, where he basically says, we have her at the church, but you won't, like, get there alive, or something to that extent.
Freeze.
So there's a lot of really cool Easter eggy type things. But yeah, as you can see, action is a very big thing of this game. And I think that is... Oh god, look how edgy I am! I'm looking out of the window so grizzled.
Shit.
She's so
Is everything
hand-holding.
okay?
There was a hostile local. I had no choice but to neutralize him. There are still others surrounding the
He
area.
was saying that I was
Get
the
out of
pee-pee
there
poo-poo
and head toward
man,
the village.
and I
Take
couldn't
whatever
let him
measures
live.
necessary to save the subject.
Understood.
That means that he is. Ah. Guess we'll grab this, and then we'll reload, and then we'll jump out the window. Wow, action movie! Fucking yeah, we're so boss! Holy fucking shit! You can actually just skip all of these guys. Not much is required in this game for a while. Then we get this fuck out of here. Because yet again, we don't really need to kill those guys at all. We'll help this doggo. Because you always help the doggo. Never not help the doggo. But like, obviously this is also a kind of soft tutorial to tell us that there are bear traps around, so be careful. But it really does show a lot right now, this very instant, how different the gameplay is immediately from this game to Resident Evil 1. Where in Resident Evil 1, it was really like, is there 2 bear traps is my question. There's not, there's only 1 bear trap. Okay, that's something to the lines of, I found him. It's so funny how easy it is to kill them. But like, think about it like this, right? In Resident Evil 1, it was all about, like, you know, in Resident Evil 1, 2, and 3, and even so to the remakes as well. Like, Resident Evil 3 was slightly different, because they actually, the remake version, they leaned into action a bit more. But, in those games, you can see the villagers in the background, which is funny to me. There was still this, sense of, like, fuck, I have to really, you know, conserve my ammo. But in this game, especially for the, good old misogyny. I don't get that line, like, there's no sex discrimination here. Well, how do you know that? Literally all you know is that they definitely aren't above killing women. There you go. But, like, yeah, so the thing that's crazy about this game is it's super action oriented. It adds this stun mechanic, which is kind of cool. I do like it because it does mean that you can kind of have an extra special move. There are some more guys up there, Ganados as they're called. But yeah, like, this game is super influential and it does so much for the genre. Fucking piece of shit. You are getting knifed. Fucker. But, oh, thank you. You left us some ammo. But, yeah. I kind of just don't... I like the camp, and I like the kind of atmospheres that they make. But the gameplay is so much far away from a Resident Evil game, that it really does feel a bit, silly. Which one is... Nope. Okay, so it's the middle one. I'm questioning using some health, but I don't think I will. But yeah, it's really jank, this game, when you really think about it from, the games before it.
Leon, how you holding up?
Bad question, Hunnigan.
Sorry to hear that. I'm sending you a playing manual. Hope you find it useful.
I'll take a look at it, thanks.
Why did they send you a playing manual? So they're teaching us how to reload here, kicking enemies, which we've been doing, changing screens, that's like a fair one, because we probably haven't been doing that yet. But it's so silly to me that they would wait until now to really do that. I kind of like how this game still keeps tank controls. I feel like, to an extent, tank controls are kind of very useful for Resident Evil games. So our friend has been fucking he's a little hot. What is that? Quick on his feet. There you go. And then pretty much we just know that, you know, people are going shooty. There's two ways to win this encounter. One of them is to wait it out. Okay, there he is. I think the other guy was saying, there's a guy. So hey, there's some funny shit that they can say, I guess. But, welcome to kind of the first, like, if this game had a sort of, like, so as you can see, it now took 2 hits instead of just 1 to kill that guy. God damn, it's so jank, this game, to play after you play, like, you know, Monster Hunter and other just newer games, really. But welcome. This is basically the first real, encounter of the game. There you go. get shotgun shells, take too much damage, or take too much damage. We heal. There seems to be stains on the bed. Haha, fun. Just cripple her a little bit. But yeah, at this point, the entire game just becomes a walk around the town simulator. The best way to use your time is to just run around a bit. There's a lot of exploits you can do. As well. You can, one of the ones that you can do the easiest is just to climb up here and wait. I do like the idea that there's multiple ways you can do this. You do have to be kind of careful, however, because they can and will throw explosives, as you can see here. However, I'm pretty sure if you're in this corner, they physically cannot hit you. Because in this corner, anything that would hit you will fall down. So you can literally do this until the time is up. And I just find it really funny, which is why we're doing it. But yeah, it's like this game is really cool in a lot of different ways, but like I just feel like personally the gameplay the gameplay is cool. This doesn't feel Resident Evil, and you can really tell considering the game that they made out of one of the ideas from this game, like when it was in development, became Devil May Cry. So yeah, I feel like Leon, other than Resident Evil 2, if Leon's in a game, it's kind of a bad game. This is like kind of the only exception. There we go. We didn't even get to see the chainsaw guy.
Lord Sattler.
Where's everyone going? Bingo?
That line there, like, is the epitome of this game. Like, where did everyone go? Anal orgy? Can I come? I hate women. I'm Leon.
Hunnigan, I have some bad news. I've confirmed the body of an officer. Something's happened to the people here.
Leon, you need
Look
to
how
get out of
dead-eyed
here.
Leon
Look
is.
for a tower and follow the trail near it.
Got it.
What a great character. Look for a tower and then just kind of follow that. It's like when you have like someone who's really bad at giving directions, give directions. So this was one of the houses that we were meant to go in. But we didn't because of we didn't just I was being dumb. But also it doesn't matter too much because we can just do it now anyway. But yeah, so like that moment is really cool. I think apparently, I guess if you don't take the shotgun, it doesn't even spawn the doctor, which is the guy with the chainsaw. So that's very interesting. Here he is. Lord Sattler. It's crazy how with this game there's a lot of real world parallels that you can make with it, where it's like, you know, people having to worship someone even if they don't want to, and like, you know, things like that, where it's like they are so sacred and so above everything in the world that, like, you know, even thinking otherwise is basically like you're gonna get shot and killed. It's kind of crazy how that was put into like a 2005 game, but I guess at the same time there was already a lot of like places in the world that were like that at that time. But yeah, and we get our first yellow herb. So you can increase your life in this game, and the way you do that is by combining herbs together. And as soon as you have, I think it's the yellow herbs increase your life. Yeah, we can now have that. And the one thing that everyone loves about this game, because everyone has ADHD, not ADHD, OCD, is the moving of the ammo and everything. Because even I'll say, like, it is pretty satisfying. So just be like, oh yes. Look at my nice cachet case. And look at this nice cow. Hello, Mr. Cow. How are you? He looks like he's eating slush. Why isn't Peter going after this company? Like, goddamn, they just had a cow eat slush. Jesus Christ. I think Peter's my favorite company of, like, just being dipshits. Like, has Peter ever done anything that wasn't, like, gross, stupid, and just unneeded? Because I feel like they haven't. Like, almost every single agenda they do, it's like they cook a fake baby on a barbecue and say, oh, but it's the same as animals. And it's like, how are they not, like, how has, like, the government stopped them from doing what they're doing after, like, the shit they've done? Like, it's kind of crazy. There is a letter here. Alert letter. This guy in this one particular type of jacket. We wrote this in American so then he can read it. So, old house by the farm. I do like it. I do find it really kind of funny that there is kind of just shit around. That's like, you know, because it adds to the thriller kind of notion of this game. Where it's like, oh god, I need to save Ashley. And then all the enemies are like, oh no, there is the American. Oh my god, can you just aim straight? The fact that that took 5... Like, look at him shake his hands. Jesus. Is it, like, freezing cold here, Leon? Or do you just, like... are you just unable to aim? Because at this point, I really think it's both. So we can save here, which will be the first save that we do. I guess we'll just save here, because we may as well. I think that first save, by the way, was the first ever time I tried to do this playthrough, which was a while ago. And for this is a little puzzle. You have to shoot. If you don't do it like that, the shit will fall to the ground. And then it will not work very well. But as you can see, there's a adapted difficulty. Meaning that as you play the game and get, you know, better and better at it, shit will take harder to kill, you'll get less ammo, your drops will be kind of worse. It's very interesting, but at the same time really boring at the same time. In a weird way. Okay. So this farm area is kind of a tutorial on two different things. Giving you a much bigger area to actually fight. So then, you know, you have that shit, but then also these medallions. So, like, looking around and really exploring your location. For, you know, the gems and all of that stuff. Is there anything on the top of this? No, there's just no reason for this to be existing. Hi, friend. But I wanna pet the doggo. That's a lot of dead bodies. Look at him. Oh, I just want to pet him. Why do games have to do this? Why does that always have to be like some really cute animal that you just can't care about at all for no reason other than just fuck you? I see you over there. Gotcha. That was a pretty good shot, honestly. We might be here for a while. But I can't believe we got a gold chicken. Oh, hello there. You part of the farmers union? Because you're going to be part of the farmers. Oh yeah, go climb it, go climb it. Thank you. Lord Saddler. I feel like it's weird. I don't know if, like, you know. Oh, hi there. You have a hatchet, which means you can actually do damage to me. So nibble your legs a little bit. Get some more shotgun shells. Hey, we're actually getting some shotgun shells. It's actually really good for us. It's really weird playing this game. Ooh, there's another one up here. You have to get like 15 of these before there's like a point in which it doesn't matter anymore. And if you do, you just get a you just get a gun. But as you know, I want to try to, you know, really kind of experience a lot of what this game has. I think it's a good idea to kind of, you know, look around and kind of play it quickly, but also play it like, you know, a bit, you know, like play it quickly, like try to be efficient, but also like, you know, play to also, you know, show off shit that I know at least. So we're gonna wait until he turns around, and then we're gonna do it, and then that's only kicks at the moment. You can also like do suplexes and shit, which I think is really cool. Hey, handgun ammo. Did we get anything from him? No. Okay. There's another one of these medallions right here. So we'll go and take that. Is there anything else here? You actually kind of have to look a bit into the background, because some of the medallions are actually like placed like assholes. Okay. So there's one right there. There we go. Now, so that was the easier way to get that one. I really wonder how they're gonna remake this game. Like we've already seen like some images of the remake and like, you know, short videos and stuff. But I'm so much more curious because like the tone is gonna be completely different. The tone is gonna be like, you know, really action movie instead of the tone that we had before. So it really makes me think: are we gonna get moments that are like the reason, like part of the reason why people love this game so much? Are we gonna get the moments that are like, where did everyone go? Bingo night? Like, are we gonna get those, or is it just gonna be a game where it's just like, just horror and completely misses the idea of this game? Because yet again, although, you know, I'm not, you know, a super massive fan of like characters feeling super powerful in their games, unless it's a game built around that, such as Monster Hunter. It just feels weird for this game, because it's such a cultural phenomenon, because it literally changed the gaming landscape for a decade, like a literal decade was defined by this game. It just feels weird. We can jump down, yep. If it doesn't kind of feel the same in some regards. But like, I guess that's just, you know, when you remake something, it can't always be the same. Okay, so this one won't open. With someone, with a little help from a certain woman in my life that I haven't met yet, maybe I could do something about it. Great game. Yet again, I think that's everything. I think you can actually check the map. Yeah, okay. So there's one more in here. and apparently it's in this area. So let's have a little bit of a look-see back. Ah, I see it. Oh, so aimed in a completely different direction. There you go. That's the last one. We'll have a little look-see around, just to make sure that there's no other eggs. There wasn't. So, what we can do now is just simply go into here. Open. I wonder how long I'll make these episodes. Because, like, I feel like 40 minutes is probably a good moment. But, like, Resident Evil... Oh, are you guys ready for... Are you guys ready for mashing buttons like an idiot? Holy shit, guys, this is the evolution of gaming. This is gaming at its best. So if you didn't know, in-game cutscenes where the cutscene is just, you know, an actual, like, you know, little system, all of that type of shit came from this game. So if you hate, you know, those type of things where it's like, you know, you have to button mash in a cutscene, you know, quick time events and all that stuff. You can thank this game for that, because this game is the pioneer of, like, a few of those different mechanics that people typically dislike. I think this is actually the end of the level, and there's a lot of guys... Well, we don't want to be near you at all, because you guys are being mean. There's spiders here, but I don't know if they actually hurt you or not. Well, you guys don't know how to use explosives. We killed him by shooting the explosives near him, which exploded. I don't like the sound of that. Jesus fucking... Literally, I shot them down, so then they would, like... That's so fucking weird. Oh, and then they explode. Great. They really wanted to blow me a little bit before they fucked me. Okay, there's that. We can reload this. Man, look at this good mushy book texture. Really good. This is a 2005 game, so you do have to take a little bit of, like, you know, you can't think of it as like a perfect game or anything. Although everyone in the world does think of this game as a perfect game. Well, at least most people do. Is there any blue shit in here? There's not. Okay. Well, that's good for me. We'll go and get this little boxy box over here. And then, I think that is the end of this episode. It's kind of weird that we got an episode where we just didn't have, yeah, like just a moment where it wasn't like, you know, the chainsaw guy or anything. The music, however, in this game is really good, I will say. Like, this song is, like, fantastic in every sense of the word. I do like how they give you a little save there to kind of make you think that there's going to be a lot more in this game, when there really isn't going to be. If we had more eggs, we can actually do a lot more, because you can throw eggs on them, which is very funny. I fucking love the ambience here. Okay, so my TV's done the funny haha green screen thing. So now I have to look at my recording software. Oh boy, there's someone pounding in this locker. I wonder if it's a Dwight. No, it's just Louis Sierra.
Little rough, don't you think?
So, Leon, would you like to bang?
You're not like them?
No. You?
Okay, I have only one very important question. You got a smoke?
Got gum.
Like, you literally see like that moment, like, I've been imprisoned in this locker and people are trying to kill me. I have one important question. Do you have any smokes? It's like really campy. So to see them like be like, no, it's gonna be a horror game now. It's so weird. Falcon Punch was ineffective. Vital Throw was super effective. Leon literally gets knocked out by being flung into a guy. I think he's faking it. Yeah, we'll save. We may as well. But like, yeah. I think, you know what, we might do a longer episode for episode 1. Good old Resident Evil 4.
Feeble humans, let us give you our power.
Oh no, they're injecting us with Orbeez.
Soon, you will become unable to resist this intoxicating power.
They injected us with the Orbe.
Hey. Hey, wake up.
Yay. Crawl out of one hole and into another.
You want to tell me what's going on here?
Americano, see? Now what brings a bloke like you to this part of the world? Oh, hey, easy, whoever you are.
Name's Leon. Came here looking for this girl. Seen her?
What, are you supposed to be a cop or something? Nah, you don't look the type.
Maybe.
Okay, let me guess. She's the president's daughter?
That's too good for a guess. Want to start explaining?
Psychic powers. Nah, just kidding with you, amigo. I overheard one of the villagers talking
Okay, so this is like
something
a
about the
plot
president's
hole.
daughter in the church.
This is a major plot hole. Why the fuck is this guy going to execute the 2 prisoners
And who
that
might
they
you
want
be?
to, 1, probably
Me llamo
interrogate,
Luis Serra.
and 2,
Used to be
they want to
fucking
mind
free.
control. Like, they literally want to mind
Now
control
I'm
these
just a
people so that
good-for-nothing
with the
guy
Las Plagas, so
who
then they can
happens
have
to
like
be quite the ladies'
kind
man.
of like, you know, so Lord Sadler
Why'd you
can
quit?
send Leon back, have Leon kill all of his, you know,
put your life on
operatives,
the
so then
line,
Sadler can get even more
nobody will
power and take over
appreciate
the
you enough
world.
for it.
But then this one
Being a
dingus
hero
comes in
isn't
and
what
he's
it's
like, yep,
cracked up
I'm
to
gonna
be
go
anymore.
unintentionally free Leon
cop
and Lewis
myself.
by just being an
Only for a
idiot and
day,
trying to
though.
kill him with an axe.
I thought I was bad.
Somehow I managed to get myself involved with the incident in Raccoon City on my first day in the force.
That is the incident with the viral outbreak, right? I think I might have seen a sample of the virus in a lab at the department.
Look how fat he kind of looks.
Do something, cop!
After you.
Now!
Holy shit, we're so cool! We did it! Holy fuck, Leon is such a action movie guy. He totally just stepped on that guy. I do like how he loses the jacket. I feel like the outfit's way more better
Leon.
without the jacket, in my
Sorry I
opinion.
couldn't get in touch sooner, but I was a bit tied up.
Funny! He said the funny!
There was a
Anyway.
male civilian held captive. According to him, Ashley's in a church somewhere.
What happened to him?
He managed to escape.
Do you have a fix on the location of that church?
No, but apparently there's a secret passage in the village that leads there. I'm heading back to the village.
Okay, so I really like this, the first 2 level design of this, where, so the first level, you explore a little village, you get this stuff, and then you get this guy.
Over here, stranger.
The most, in my opinion, the most iconic part of Resident Evil 4, in general, is this man. The arms dealer guy is the most iconic part of this game. Just, hello stranger, I have guns. That's the most iconic, and it's crazy that that's the most iconic part of this entire game. Is literally that there's just some guy that greets you who looks super fucking weird, who just is like ripped with guns.
Got something that might interest you.
Who also has, I think, Lord Sadler's eyes. They reused that for some reason.
Got a selection of good things on sale, stranger.
Yeah. So he basically tells you, hey, on your way back, if you see any of those blue medallions, shoot them and then we'll give you a good gift.
What are you
So
buying?
you can tune up weapons, meaning that you can make them better, as
are
well
you
as
buying?
buy things as well. So obviously things that you have, you can't buy.
Is that all?
We won't buy that yet. We're gonna
What are you
sell.
selling?
And what we're gonna sell is the gold chicken egg.
Is that all?
It's
Thank
kind of
you.
a full heal, but like it
that
also
all?
just sells for a lot, so you may as well.
Thank you.
And the Bearstein you kind of sell
What
when
are
you
you
put more
buying?
things on it. So I think at this
Is
point
that
we
all?
wanna buy the
Thank
upgraded
you.
attache cache.
Is that all?
We wanna buy this rifle.
Thank you.
We want the
Is
scope
that
for
all?
the rifle as well. We'll get into organizing shit later.
Thank you.
And then at this moment, there's nothing else that we really want. I like how he always has blue flames around him. It really does go a long way to making him feel more, like, you know, crazy in a way, like crazy cool, than he otherwise would be. So we're gonna combine this with this, and then I think we will go and actually organize our shit a little bit, because I think that's just the good thing to do. So, oh my god. I would love to do runs of this game, where I limit myself only to certain weapons. So do comment down below if you would like to see something like that. As well as just, you know, maybe like raid mode videos of, you know, like Revelations 2, mostly. Because that one has like the best raid mode in my opinion. There you go. Okay, there you go. However, I will easily do, you know, the raid mode of Resident Evil Revelations 1, just because it's a really good game. So we have 2 main guns here. We can put a sub-weapon below it, and then we can put 2 of these here, as well as some of this other shit here. So then we have this, and then we'll put the scope under it. And then we will start doing grenades, and then healing items, and then that'll be our attache cache for now. Which, a cache is just such a weird word. I feel like it's really hard to say without saying it weirdly. But like, look how pretty this is. Like, this is so nice. And yeah, I got 100% ADHD. Like, this is like the ADHD thing I think there's literal ASMR videos of people organizing this case. Like they buy out, like they get the max one, and then it's just the end of the game, and then they just like, you know, they have all of it, you know, back. But yeah, it looks really nice. So because we got the rifle, it's actually kind of like the go-to thing. It looks really jank, but it's one of my favorite weapons. I love rifles in any game. So as you can see as well, there is a guy over there, and that guy is now dead. Didn't die at all. Surprising, considering I shot him in the head with a fucking sniper rifle. This theme always used to scare the shit out of me when I was younger. Like, this theme fucking terrified me. I wish Leon knew how to hold a gun better. We'll reload this. So basically, like, the main thing I do for the start of this is just take pot shots everywhere. There we go. Direct headshot. Okay, so that means we've run out of extra ammo. Meaning I'm gonna go shotgun, actually. And we're gonna... Now that a few of them have died... Again, one thing that actually is really cool about this game is a lot of the visuals are all in-game cutscenes. Where is he? I don't see him. First off, fuck you. Second off, fuck you. Then, I guess we're just gonna rifle him to death. Because there's no reason not to. I like how he used that rifle to fucking... and then there's just... That was really cool though. That was really cool, I like that. You have to shake him off. And then if his head doesn't explode, that means he's still alive. Do that. Do that. Yet again, his body didn't fucking like explode. Again. I think we're pretty much good for this point now. But we will go and reload this. And just have a little look at the pistol. Okay. Well, we're gonna heal, and then we're gonna equip a grenade. And then we're just gonna... and then we're going to... Get hit, okay. There's so many enemies here. It's like the first real moment of like, shit, there's like a fuck ton of enemies. And there's a guy like basically sideways. We'll heal again. them knife you to death. Yep. Reload at this point. When will the fucking enemies end? That's my question. So at this point, you open this, you get the first part of the emblem, which is kind of the thing that you're trying to make here. You get some money, or we get some money rather. We're now gonna re-equip the pistol again. See your toes? They are now my toes. It's just never-ending enemies with you guys. Like, I understand the idea of having a lot of enemies, but like, this is a bit too much, honestly. Maybe there wasn't. I just felt like there was more thing. Oh my god, there's still so many of them. I was aiming for your legs. Okay, I think it's just unending spawns. I think that's literally... It's just spawns, so we should be able to drop down from here. Okay. That's actually really annoying in my opinion. I don't like it when the entire game just becomes... oh, but you know, enemies though. Because come on. No one wants... Like, because the entire point of this is that it's more of an action game. Jesus, he actually hit us with that. So at this point we're definitely going to use this. But like, it just feels super... It just feels jank to me, personally. Like, if there's an action set piece in which there is no way to actually beat it. Because the entire point of an action set piece is that you're meant to beat it. Fucking hell. So much action, not enough fun. Well, there's the other emblem piece, just, at least. Fuck off. There we go. So now we can do a little pit stop up here, because I think there's actually a little bit of treasure up here. Was there not? No. Well, at any rate, we can go now. There you go. And then combine this with this. We can then use this. And then we're out. Okay. So like, it was a cool set piece, but I just feel like at some point the enemies should stop spawning because, you know, it's an action set piece. I feel like conceptually that fight isn't meant to be about running away. It's meant to be about, you know, playing with all the new guns you get and then, you know, going on from there. So it's just weird that they made the decision to have infinitely respawning enemies. Money. It is weird how a lot of these areas are like really cool atmospherically, but you just never remember them. That thing in the background there's obviously meant to tell you, hey, you know, try to get me. Okay. Like, this is really cool. I like this area a lot because it feels really horror-esque. Okay, so... Well, we're dead at this point. We aren't, but we almost were. Okay, so now they're gone. Thankfully. I honestly thought we had a kick command earlier on, so I was like, oh, we can just kick him. We could not just kick him. I do like how there's the option to jump over, just to have a little bit of speed. Yet again, I dislike it when there's like... music's meant to... like, this type of music's like, yeah, you're in a fight, let's go. Kind of music. But then, you're playing the game and you're like, well, no, I'm really not. Okay, so this box isn't movable or anything. You can't interact with that. Yet again, the music's going like trying to go super hard, but it's just like there's nothing going on right now. Unless there's some enemy that I just don't see yet. Right, you can just jump out of windows. I always forget about that. Oh yeah, right, I love this moment. This is called the fuck moment. Well, that sucks. And, see, that's how explosions work. If you explode their explosion first, then you don't get damaged at all by the explosion. That's the logic one. I feel like there's a guy behind this door, but that felt fair. That felt very in control, honestly. I don't know why I'm playing. I just saw a guy on the edge of my eye. Can you, really, you can no longer do that. That is so annoying. There you go. Okay, that's all the enemies dead. So we can finally relax a little bit. Like, I really like the atmosphere at the start of this, but I hated everything afterwards. Because as soon as the atmosphere, like, the atmosphere is great. But then it was just like, oh my god, you're going to die. And it's like, well, probably not, because this is early on. But, like, at the same time, it might just be my nitpickiness, but, probably is just me being, you know, an asshole. To, you know, at this point, like a fucking 17-year-old game or something. You collect the elegant mask. That's a very nice way to do it, where it's like, well, you can destroy everything, so why can't you destroy this? It's a very true little statement. So we're almost done. The moment we get to another save point, we're gonna end this episode off. But yeah, it's just been a lot of bitching and moaning, I feel. And we let the knife begin. It feels like the knife in this game is the best. That the knife is. Are these nice fishies? It would appear so. A big fucking fish. Oh. What? Holy fuck! We got a fish, guys. We got a fucking fish. You know what? Fuck the president's daughter. This fish has to live. We have to make sure that this fish survives. Who's Lord Sadler? More like Lord Fish. Just so then we don't fuck ourselves in like 10 minutes when I go and eat something and then come back. I thought there would have been a save point. But I was wrong. Okay, so... Ooh, we're in a well. That reminds me of Silent Hill 2. Very early on there's a well. Brass pocket watch, very pretty. We'll grab these. Huh. The one thing I do like a lot, every single time I see this, it's just so funny to me. But like, the thing I really do like about this is that every single level, at least for the first few level sets, always ends in some sort of like cliffhangery moment. Like this one, there's obviously going to be something with this house. But I really like that that is the case. There you go. Yes, I remember this. It's such a pretty room with lots of Lord Sadler in it. Insignia key. I really wish that once you grabbed that, the painting's eyes would like dart to you and then back or something. Chief's note. Okay, so I have an agent in containment alive. Why keep him alive? I do not understand what the Lord's intentions are. It's like this guy is literally saying, I don't know why we're keeping him alive. I don't know why we're having them together instead of separate. And I don't understand, like, you know, we could have things be really complicated. I don't understand why our leader is doing something really dumb. However, it must be, you know, Lord Sadler's ploy to maybe get out a third party that's trying to, you know, ruin his plans, or, you know, something like that. But, like, it just goes to show, like, even the people here think that Lord Sadler's decision is dumb. Which is crazy to me. I like how this is like the only painting of the big cheese that we get. Also, I think unironically this guy is probably like the coolest guy of the part of this game. And as well, like, the interesting
You
thing
carry
as well.
the same blood as us, it seems. Nevertheless, you're an outsider. Just remember, if you become unpleasant to our eyes, you'll face severe consequences.
He reminds me a lot of Tyrant 2 from Resident Evil 2.
What?
The bald one.
Same blood.
Or Mr. X, as is now more so known. But like, yeah. So, we'll save it here. This is going to be the end of episode 1 of Resident Evil. I hope you have had a lovely day watching me play through this game. I know it's not been the craziest thing around. But yeah, I think we, did a lot of good stuff. So, with that, I hope you all have a lovely day. And I'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye.